Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 38 of This Homespun Life. My name's Lorianne, and you're joining me from overcast South Florida, which is what I keep saying. Been saying that for the past couple of weeks now. So, yeah, we're in summer. It's about that time where we get thunderstorms just about every afternoon. Some of them can be pretty heavy. Most of them are, you know, they're okay, but you really don't want to be driving in them. It's kind of crazy. So today is Sunday, July 19th, 2015. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time checking me out, thanks for seeing what's going on in this homespun life. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming back and sticking with me. Today, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about knitting, spinning. I haven't made any progress on weaving, so there's nothing to show on that. And in the third half of the show, we'll just kind of ramble a bit and see what happens. So let's get started with some knitting. With knitting, I'm working on Stash Dash. So I got one slightly finished object, half of a finished object. This is my July socks. The yarn I'm using is Patton's Croy, and the colorway is, Route 66. So I talked about this last episode. I found it in Michael's, and it's the first time I'm really seeing this. I hadn't heard of anyone else working with it. So go ahead and check out your local Michael's and see if they have it. I love the way the patterning is coming out. It's really, really pretty colors. I'm sure they're kind of making these styles to compete with the Arnie and Carlos line from Regia. You never know, but it kind of reminds me of that style. So this is really cool. I do my standard sock, 1.5 inch of twisted rib, 7 inches in total for the leg, fish lips kiss heel, and standard decrease for the toe. I'm not sure what's going on today, but the camera is kind of not focusing the way I'd like it to. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to work through it, but yeah. So this is one sock, and I am currently working on the other one. Now this sock I made using, remember I told you I was doing the two circulars together method, and those were the Chowgu red lace needles in US 1, 2.25 millimeter needles. Now I don't know, for some reason I made this really tight. I think because I was uncomfortable with that technique, I ended up having a really tight gauge. I mean, this is almost bulletproof. So it goes onto my foot, but it's really uncomfortable. So I decided to switch on this one and go back to my bamboo DPNs. I think I've loosened up a bit on this one already, so that's good, but it's uncomfortable because I'm using 4 needles instead of 3. I had broken one of them the last time, so this is it's a little bit uncomfortable, but whatever. It sucks. I'll get them done by the end of the month. So again, this yarn is Patton's Croy socks in the Route 66 colorway. So that's it for socks. I'm continuing to work on my hitchhiker. Hang on a moment, let me try to unroll this. I am loving these colors. I am really loving these colors. So let me try and figure out what's going on. So last time I podcast, I had just about finished, or I was on this point. So this is the 20th point. I'm currently on the 25th point, or finished the 25th point. And it's moving along. Now, I haven't been giving this as much time as I should because I have so many other projects I'm working on. But if you can remember this beautiful gradient yarn that I had spun from, I didn't have the tag last week, Fiber Nymph Dye Works. This is 100% Polworth and 4 ounces with the colorway name Further Up and Further In. This was part of the 2012 Trifecta of Awesome Fiber Club. I always forget that. I don't know why. But yeah, I got this, as I said, in 2012. Spun it, and finished it up in last year's Tour de Fleece. And so I'm knitting with it this year during Tour de Fleece. So, hey, symmetry, symmetry. So I still have a ways to go, but I'm loving the way it's turning out. And I'm now into the, I had a lot of barber poling with the purple and blue. I'm finally out of that and I'm moving into the solid purple. I know you probably can't see that. Sorry. Like I said, the camera is acting crazy. These are US 3.25 millimeter needles. Just the typical ones you get at the at Joann's or Michael's. And it's moving along, but like I said, I have not been giving it a lot of time because I'm trying to keep up with all the other things I'm working on. So, but it'll get done before Stash Dash ends, which is what, August 14th, I think. I should probably verify that, right? But anyway, that's the Hitchhiker. Still loving it. And then the other thing I'm still working on is the Hitofude. I have made progress on this one. I need to, for my size, I have to do 13 of these pattern repeats, and then I can move on to the next phase. And I think I just started the 13th one today. So I'm loving the pattern. I love the way it turns out. That beautiful lace. So that's really cool. I am using this navy colored yarn from Loops and Threads called Wool Like. Of course, the colorway is navy. It's a mix of acrylic and nylon, and you can find this again at Michael's or actually I don't know where else they sell it, but you can always catch it at Michael's. So like I said, I really love this pattern. I love the design it makes, and I'm anxious to move on to the next phase of it. It's going to be a gorgeous cardigan. I've really loved seeing all the versions on Instagram. They've been seriously motivating me to move forward and just get it done. Just get it done. So hopefully that'll push me. I actually want to get this. Well, I want to get this done before Stash Dash as well, but I'd like to get it done before my trip. That's not going to work because my trip is at the end of the month. Yeah, well. So there's that for knitting. Let's talk a little bit about spinning. Spinning. Okay, I'm taking part in Tour de Fleece. Excuse me. And I have been back and forth about what I'm going to spin and how it's going to turn out. But finally, I finished the 4 ounces of Polworth from Dana of Unwind Yarn Company. I'm now plying the yarn. Let me put this down and then show you what's going on here. Hang on. Okay, so I'm plying the yarn. I'm not comfortable with the way this portion of the yarn looks, because it's kind of thick and thin, which I'm not a fan of. Further along in the singles, it's more consistent. This was the end portion of both of them, so they ended up being a bit thicker than I like. But this is a pretty good thickness here. I try to ply loosely. I put enough twist into the singles so that I can ply both loosely and they'll stay together. So let's see how many yards I get out of this. I am hoping hoping beyond hope that I get close to, or at least 600 yards, which is what I got for the first pullwork that I spun that I'm now knitting into the Hitofude. Not the Hitofude, I'm sorry, knitting into the Hitchhiker. So I'm hoping I get about that same yardage. I tried to spin it pretty thin, so let's see how that works out. I had gotten a request on Instagram to include a little video about how I spin and just showing the technique. I had put a little blip on Instagram like a week ago, and so someone wanted to see a longer segment. So what I'm going to do is try to insert that portion here, as well as a little portion I filmed during plying, and I hope you like it. So that's how I do what I do. Hopefully you like that. I know it wasn't very long, but hopefully it was helpful to you. And that's it for spinning, and that's actually all I'm working on for the past couple of weeks. It's going to be a short one. So let's go on to miscellany. And we're back. Okay, something a little different. I forgot that I didn't actually show you the completed Bailey's Irish Cream cardigan. Remember, I showed you flat last episode, and I wanted to show you that I actually did. It is a finished garment. This is what the lace looks like. The lace panel in the front. Remember, I'm going to be installing a zipper down the front and to finish it off. And this is the little neck detail, a little bit of lace. So it's very, very cute, very dainty, but it's a large size. Initially I made it for my mom, Um, and then I ended up giving her the one I made for myself. So this one is a touch chunky for me, but it's fine. It's a cardigan that you wear around the house. You'll feel very comfortable in. It'll keep you very warm. This yarn is very warm. And again, this is the Loops and Threads Wool Like, what is this, mauve colorway. It's more like a very deep fuchsia to me, but they called it mauve. So just want to show that to you. So what else is going on? I'm still spinning on my what do you call that thing? Spindle, my supported spindle. I'm still working on that Superwash Merino Tencel braid. Haven't finished it yet, but I really need to get going with it. Tour de Fleece is moving along. It'll be finished, I think, next week. I think it's next week, but I'll check the dates. So I need to get my butt in gear. I've been putting a lot of time into the Polworth. So that should be done pretty soon. I can focus more attention onto the Superwash Merino Tencel. Need to really get my other sock done. Have not been weaving. Have not been weaving recently at all. I've really been trying to get the knitting projects done for Stash Dash. And you see that sign right there. Hopefully you can read it. It says #BlackBizScope. Now, one of the reasons I'm so behind, I'm going to come back to that. I am so behind on watching podcasts. I am so behind on watching podcasts because for the past 2 weeks or so, I have been stuck on the scope. If y'all know what I'm talking about the app called Periscope. It's a new video sharing, I don't know if it's really a video sharing, but let's call it that, video sharing app that allows people to broadcast live, just whatever is going on. And I have been stuck on it, man. It's very interesting. It's not like YouTube where I can be more scripted. I can edit. I can make things look presentable. With Periscope, there is no editing. It's live. It's out there. So, it is what it is while it's there. So I've been watching it. I found some really good ones really good channels that I follow. And since I've been watching, an initiative has been formed on the Periscope called BlackBizScope, which is an opportunity for Black entrepreneurs to present a little blurb about their business. This can be male or female, but it has to be your own business. It can't be part of a multi-level marketing business or a network marketing business or anything like that. It has to be something you own, and it gives them a platform to present information about their business, their products and services, or if they're content producers, they can talk about their blogs or vlogs. And so I was able to sign up and be accepted. So I'm very excited that next Friday, the 24th, I will be on in the evening, 6 p.m. or sometime after 6 p.m. to present some information about our company, Homespun. And I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. So what I've been doing for the past couple of days is I've been trying to get myself together. I've been going through, my mom and I have been going through the products that we have on hand, kind of culling the items that we really want to focus on, taking the ones out that we're not too sure about, pulling aside the ones that we want to focus on and want to present. I've been taking photos of those items. I need to update our shop website today, or at least start the process today. And then I need to kind of figure out in my mind what I want to say on Friday. So I'm a little bit nervous. But I need to just relax and just talk about it. Just talk about it live and unedited. See, I can do this podcast thing because if I mess up, I can cut it out. I get nervous about that. But anyway, listen, what I need you all to do is follow me on Periscope. Firstly, download the app. It's free. Go to your app store or your Play Store. It does work on Amazon. Download Periscope. Secondly, you need to follow me. Find me. It's my tag is the same as on Twitter. This Homespun Life without the I, so it's THS Homespun Life. Follow me there. And then when I'm live, it'll send a notice out to all my followers saying, "Hey, I'm live. Come and check me out." Now, I'm going to try and do a couple of videos during the week, starting today, just to get comfortable with the platform, so that my first video isn't on Friday and then I freak out. So I'm going to try and do a video today, see how it works, and then maybe one or two other ones during the week, like I said, to get comfortable with it, and then get ready for Friday. So, like I said, download Periscope, follow me, This Homespun Life without the I, and yeah, you might search for other people you know who are on Instagram, or because most of y'all are on Instagram, but find out people on YouTube who are also on Periscope. Most of them are. Find out the people on iTunes who are on Periscope. Follow them, and you'll get notices about people that they follow, and you can add them to your list. And it can be really good. It can be very informative. Just like with any other form of social media, there are crazy people on there. Just block them out. Focus on the good stuff, and it can be really beneficial. So do that for me, please. I appreciate it. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. And yeah, that's about it. Good luck. Hope y'all are doing well in your stash dash. You're doing well in your Tour de Fleece. You're doing well in all of your summer alongs. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're making progress. I didn't mention. Okay, so I mentioned Twitter, mentioned Periscope. Instagram, I am Homespun Life. I have resurrected the business Instagram. That is This Homespun Life. The shop is being updated. You can check it out at home-spun at home-spun.bigcartel.com. Is there a dash in there though? Crap. I don't remember. Homespun.bigcartel.com. The website also needs to be redone, or at least not redone, but it needs to be edited. I need it to be more like a website and less like a blog. So things will be tweaked as we go on. But check it out, thishomespunlife.com. And that's about it. So have a great day, great week, great 2 weeks. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.